Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is first of all going to be one big hot mess, and I'm going to go ahead and apologize to you. I've been working on this video for over a week now, and something always happens. It gets interrupted, I screw it up, just stuff that's out of my control. And then today I had all intentions of doing that this morning, finishing this video, getting it up on YouTube, and I freaking had to go to the ER because I once again got another staph infection. And for those of you that do not follow me on Facebook, aren't aware of my personal life, I have been dealing with a staph infection now since August, and this is my third round of antibiotics, and I cannot get rid of this stuff. So that is why I am wearing this hat, because I have a bandage on my head from where they had to make an incision on my scalp and drain this stupid infected site, and it hurts like hell, but nonetheless, I'm getting the stupid video done and up because I'm a trooper and I'm just going to work through it. And I have a bunch of great products from the month of October that I wanted to share with you guys, and I've been raving about them on my Facebook and on my Instagram page, and we're just going to do it. So let's just get started, and once again, I apologize because it's going to be all over the place. First thing that I'm going to talk about is a foundation from Maybelline. I am a little weary of Maybelline foundations. I've never been a huge Maybelline foundation fan. I've never found any that really worked for me. But recently I did find one that I liked, and I'm quite surprised. And this is the Dream Smooth, if I can get it in the right direction, the Dream Smooth Mousse by Maybelline. It's around $9, I think. I got this at CVS, and the reason I picked it up was because it said ultra hydrating. I have very dry skin, and it has gotten worse as we have gotten into the fall, moving into winter, and my Revlon Color Stay Whipped foundation that I love just stopped working for me. It started, really bringing out my pores, making them look larger, making me look dry and ashy, and I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I had to find a new foundation. And I decided to try this. I actually used CVS Bucks on it because I didn't want to spend my own money on it. And I forewarn you, when you open the package, you look at it and you're like, oh my god, it looks like oil. And as you can see, it's very shiny and oily looking. And then when you put it on your hand, it looks the same way. It's very shiny. But once you put it on your face, it blends in, and it's very natural. It's very pretty. It doesn't make you look oily. It does give you the feeling of hydration. It makes my skin feel really good. It doesn't accentuate my pores, which is a great thing. So I'm loving this right now. So hopefully this will get me through the winter time until I can get back to, my usual foundation, which is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped. So that's something to try if you're on the hunt for a new foundation. Next thing I want to talk about are some makeup brushes. These are the e.l.f. Studio Line makeup brushes. I know in my last video I bashed e.l.f. a lot because they do have some pretty crappy products, but this is not one of them. I have been very happy with these. They're $3 a piece at Target, or you can get them online, and I've used some expensive brushes in my time, and these do just as good. We're not makeup artists. We're not working behind, a department store counter. So for typical everyday use, for people that stay at home, that just work for a living, these work just as good as the expensive ones. And the expensive ones, I'm talking like the MAC brushes, the Sigma brushes. These don't have, this line doesn't carry all the special brushes like Sigma and MAC have, but it's got your basic fundamental brushes that you and me, everyday people, need. So I would definitely try these. They stand up mini washings. I've washed these several times, and they look just like they did coming out of the package. I don't have bristle fallout on my face with them. With some of the cheaper brushes, you'll get the black, bristles all over your face. These aren't like that. They're soft, they're not coarse. They pick up a lot of the product and apply it nicely on your face. So I'm very impressed with these. The next thing I want to talk about is a bronzer. I did not get a lot of sun this summer because my 5-year-old was sick and in the hospital, and then once he got out, we couldn't really go out and play in the pool. So I was stuck indoors with him, and I just, I didn't get any tan going on. So that's left me with two options, either a self tanner or a bronzer. I don't do self-tanners because I'll be honest, I'm afraid of them. I'm scared they're gonna turn me orange, they're gonna streak. I've just never had any luck with any of the ones that I tried. And you know, we all know a tanning bed's not good for you, so I stay out of those now. So my only other option was a bronzer. And I picked up this bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is called their Bronze Booster. Now what I'm about to say, a man had to name because a woman would not. They call these their bronze boosting balls because they're little balls. And that's just a ridiculous name. I think it's like crazy. Bronze booster balls. I mean, come on, people. But as you can see, they're tiny little, they're tiny little balls. If you're not careful, they will get all over the place. But this just gives you a very, very natural looking glow to your face. You're not orangey. You don't look like an Oompa Loompa. You know, it's just a very natural hint of color. There is some little gold flecks to it that's left on your face, so I guess you would say shimmer. If you don't like that, then you might not like this product, but it's nothing that's major. It's only when you get into a bright light, or maybe if the sun catches it a certain way, you'll kind of just see that little pop of gold. But other than that, I love this stuff. It is kind of expensive for a drugstore product. I think it's like $16, something like that, but I mean, it's gonna last you a really long time. So I've been very happy with this. Moving on to a moisturizer. In my last video, I ranted about two moisturizers. I have not found any moisturizers that I really liked until now, and that is the L'Oreal Dry Skin Day Lotion. It's their Ideal Moisture line. It's supposed to have 48-hour moisture. It's got SPF 25 in it. It smells great. It's not overpowering, so it doesn't clash with whatever fragrance you're wearing that day. It absorbs so quickly into your skin. You don't have to wait before you apply your foundation like you do with a lot of other moisturizers, and it seriously lasts all day long. And you don't need a lot of this either. I use like a nickel size amount, and it does my entire face and a portion of my neck. So I've been very happy with this. I got it at Walmart. I think they do have it in the oily skin formula and maybe a sensitive skin. So if you don't currently use a moisturizer and you need one now that you're getting into fall and winter, definitely try this brand because I've been very happy with it. Next to toothpaste. Like I told you in my last video, I feel like toothpaste is a beauty product because everyone wants a pretty mouth, a clean mouth, a nice, you know, shiny white smile. And I have very sensitive teeth and gums, so of course I tried the Sensodyne, hated it. It just left me feeling like I did not brush my teeth. So I went on a limb and tried a whitening toothpaste, and this is the 3D Luxe White by Crest. And this stuff is amazing. It claims that it removes up to 90% of surface stains in 5 days. And people, it really does. I am not lying. I thought I was crazy, but I asked my daughter if she saw any results from it, and she did. She has the same issues I do with sensitive teeth and gums, and we both love this stuff. So if you're wanting a whitening toothpaste and you do have sensitivity issues, try this one because I think you'll be happy with it. It is a little pricier than some of your other toothpaste, but you know, when it comes to your mouth and like being healthy, you can't really be cheap about it. So yeah, the Crest 3D White Luxe is awesome. Moving on to a mascara. I have been on the hunt for a good waterproof mascara that doesn't bother my eyes. I guess I just have a sensitive body. I don't know what it is, but my eyes are very, very sensitive. I'm a contact lens wearer, so I have to use waterproof mascara because if not, you know, by the end of the day after I've touched my contacts all day long, I get watery eyes, and then I like start looking like Tammy Faye Baker crying on TV. I've got the black stuff running out my face. So I've not found one that I really could use until now, and this is the L'Oreal Voluminous False Lashes. It's in their gold tube. It's their waterproof formula. I love this stuff. I mean, it is amazing. It makes your lashes look so full and beautiful. It doesn't like cake up on your lashes. It doesn't give, you know, your lashes that spider leg look. They don't clump all together and look like little spider legs. It's just a really nice formula, and I've raved about this stuff to my friends on Facebook because I would recommend this to anyone that asks that's looking for a new mascara. The only thing is that this formula is more of a dry formula, so it took me a while to get used to it because some of my other mascaras I'd used were more of like a not wet formula, but it just wasn't as drying as this one. I will tell you though, this stuff does not move once it's on your lashes. You have to actually go out and purchase, and I'll show you. I went out and I got their Clean Artiste waterproof eye makeup remover. It's also made by L'Oreal. That's the only thing that got it off my eyelashes. Soap and water, your makeup remover towelettes, nothing got it off. This was the only thing that worked for me, and it really has that like all day lasting power. So that's a good thing in my opinion. If that's something you don't like, then you may want to try the formula that's not waterproof. But definitely check this out because it's great. Moving on to another item that does not come off your eyelids, and that is the H2O proof Wet n Wild liquid liner. This is in ultra black. This is like applying a Sharpie to your eyelid, and it absolutely does not go anywhere once it's applied. It's another one of those things that the eye makeup remover from L'Oreal is the only thing that took it off my eyelid. But I love that because like I said, with contacts I'm always messing with my eyes, and this stuff doesn't move. So if you like liquid eyeliners and you like an all day lasting liner, definitely try this. This does have the felt tip end, not the brush end. So if that's kind of like got you on the fence, it is a felt tip. So in my opinion, those are easier to apply than the brush tipped liquid liners. So I think they've got this in brown and maybe a just plain black. Like I said, this is the ultra black, but it's Wet n Wild. Their products are so underrated. They really do have some quality products out there, and this is one of them, and I would highly recommend this. Let's talk about another mascara. I was on the fence about buying a blue mascara, and that's kind of like the thing going on right now. I've seen it in a lot of YouTube videos, and I was really scared to purchase one until I actually saw it at Target. It was in their clearance bin, and it was the Great Lash by Maybelline. Their color mascaras. This one is called Icy Blue. I bought like 4 other colors that they had, but this is the one that I use the most. I probably wear this one once a week, and it doesn't scream 1980s. It doesn't look like you have stepped out of the cast of Flashdance or anything like that. It just gives a hint of color to your lashes, and every time I wear it, I get a compliment on it, and you know, that speaks a lot because, you know, someone's going to be quick to point out if your lashes or like your makeup looks ridiculous, you know, and it's actually like, wow, you know, I really like that mascara. Where did you get it? I can't believe that's blue and it's not tacky. So, yeah, this is just something fun to wear. It just gives a little pop of color to your eyes, and, you know, I like it. It's not waterproof, so, you know, that's the only bad thing I would say about it, but I've been happy with it. So if you're wanting just something fun to wear maybe on the weekends or out on a date night or girls night, whatever, you know, you do on the weekends, yeah, go get you some of that. Moving on to a lipstick. Another thing that I've been kind of scared to use, and I've never used until this year, was red lipstick. I don't know what rock I crawled under and died, but I was always afraid to wear red lipsticks because I just felt like they were just too bright and too bold, and I have kind of thin lips, and I didn't think that it would look good. But I, out on a whim, went and bought a red lipstick, and I love it. It makes my teeth look so much whiter. I did get the blue shade of red, and for those of you that don't know, you can get like a blue toned red, or you can get more of like an orangey toned red. I've kind of got a corally red on right now. This is an orangey red. It's not the one I'm talking about, but this is the Maybelline Red Revival. It is very, very pretty on. I'll give you, there you go, you can see it. It's got a nice sheen to it. It lasts, you know, almost all day long. I might have to apply it once during the day. The only thing I will tell you about this is you do have to use a lip liner. If you do not, it will bleed. And you do get that with some of your darker colors. So that's the only downfall about this, is that if you're not a lip liner user, you really need one for this red. But other than that, I love this. Like I said, it's the Maybelline, I don't know, it's their Color Sensational line, and I think that they've got them like, the way CVS had them was they have a section of reds, pinks, neutrals, like they've got them all in different sections, and this is the red the red section. So, and it's pretty inexpensive, and I've been happy with it. And every time I wear that, people are like, what color do you have on your lips? I love it. So moving into the holidays, you might want to pick you up a red lipstick. Talking about an eyeshadow, I don't know what it is. Like with this video, I'm talking about stuff that like has 24-hour, you know, holding powers. This one is the Color Tattoo by Maybelline. It's their cream pod eyeshadows. It says it's got 24-hour staying power, and I will be the first to tell you it does. And the only reason I know that is because I have went to bed with this stuff on my eyelid, and I know that is bad for you. But I am a mom. I have 2 kids. I'm tired. There are nights where I just do not have the energy to take off my makeup, so I go to bed with it on my face and just take it off the next morning. And this stuff is still on my eyelid, and it comes off with my makeup towelettes. But anyway, this color is the Bad to the Bronze. I probably wear it 5 times a week. I absolutely love it. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just this nice bronzy color, very pretty for fall and winter. As you can see, it does have a metallic sheen to it, so if that's something that you don't like, you're going to hate this color, so don't even try buying it, because it really does have that shiny metallic-y sheen to it. But it doesn't crease. It's very creamy. Once it's on your lid, it doesn't transfer off. It's just an amazing formula that they have with these, and I've been very happy with them. I've got 2 other colors, but this is the one that I wear the most, and yeah. There was something else I was going to tell you about this. Oh, yes. If you are not careful, they will dry out because they are cream shadows. So make sure that you tighten the lid every time you use it, so you don't, you know, waste your money and the pod's dried out like the first week that you bought it. Another color tattoo item that I got from Maybelline is their Pure Pigments line. I was very, very afraid to use these because I had never used a loose pigment before, and by loose pigments, I'll show you, it's exactly that. It's these tiny loose pigments, and they get all over the place, so if you're not careful, you're going to have a huge mess on your hands. When you apply this, you need to have a very light hand with your eyeshadow brush, because if not, you're going to have a ton of fallout underneath your eyes and a huge mess, so just be really careful. I mean, it honestly took me probably 3 or 4 times trying it and applying it before I actually got the hang of it. So maybe don't wear it on a day that you've got to go to work and you don't have time to fix your makeup if you screw it up. Like, wait for the weekend when you can play with it. But anyway, this is in their Improper Copper. This is the one that I probably wear along with the Bad to the Bronze. I usually use it in my crease line, or sometimes I even apply this right over the creamy shadow, and it just adds a little bit of sticking power. But anyway, I also purchased 2 other colors in this Pure Pigment line, and this by far is my favorite. They do have some other colors out there. They don't have a huge selection of these yet, but I think that's okay in my opinion, because this isn't for everybody, and I'm not even sure if I would go out and purchase any more colors, because I'm pretty happy with just this one. And the other 2, like I said, I haven't really worn a whole lot. I just didn't like them as much. This does have some sheen to it. I'll show you just so you'll know before you buy it, because that's the only thing I don't like about drugstores, is you don't get to try the products out like you do, you know, behind the department store. But anyway, the Improper Copper is the top one. I didn't mean to flip y'all off, sorry, but it's a very pretty brown, but it does have that, you know, sheen and sparkle to it. And so if that's, like I said, stay away from it. Don't even purchase it if that's something you don't like, because you'll end up hating this. This does not have the staying power like the cream shadow does. It claims it's got 24-hour. I'm not sure about that, but it does last all day long. But I can tell that it fades a little bit by the end of the day. It's not as bright and vibrant as it was when I first put it on, unlike the cream shadow that looks the same. Let's talk about an Inner Rim eye brightener pencil. And for those of you that don't know what that is, it is a gift from God, because for any person that have tired looking eyes, that don't get a lot of sleep, that's just a mom that's tired all the time, an eye brightener will save your life in the mornings, because it absolutely brightens up your eyes. This is the Scandalize. It's by Rimmel. It's in their color Nude. It's actually an eyeliner. They don't sell it as like the eye brightening pencil, but it's like a coal creamy pencil. Let's see if you can see it. It's like, yeah, it's right there. And I don't mean to keep flipping y'all off. That's just my pointer finger that I use. But anyway, it's just a very matte, creamy, neutral shade. You apply it to your inner rims and it just helps brighten up your eyes and gives you more of like you drank 5 cups of coffee look. It has all day staying power. This is waterproof. I think it's like $3.99. I got this one at Walmart. Some of the Rimmel products you can't find everywhere, but Walmart has a pretty good selection. This could be a dupe for the Tarte Eye Brightener Pencil. That one's like, I think $20, $22, something like that at Ulta. So save yourself some money and try this one because I think you'll be happy with it. That's actually all I've got to talk about. Those are my hits for the month of October. I do have some other ones that I'm going to mention on my blog, but I don't want this video to be entirely too long. I mean, I think I'm already at 20 minutes. So anyway, with that being said, please check out my blog. It's Beamer Bunch at blogspot.com. It has a bunch of my hits that I like for the month of October. Other than that, I'll see you on my next video, and if there's anything that you want to see from me, please leave it in the comments down below, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye.